Was there times in Charlotte where Dwight Howard was selfish? I'd say, yeah, he was.
How you gonna say something about me and what I'm doing if you ain't never been in? Bro, you stopping me from getting a check.
The NBA doesn't always do guys right. I understand why people think about themselves a little bit. He went to LA, didn't get appreciated. He's been to other teams, didn't get appreciated. Then he comes to Charlotte, and now you're asking a guy who's just not been appreciated for a lot of years to come in and do certain things. You're put between a rock and a hard place, bro. What are you gonna do? Any point in time in the NBA, if I was one of the go-to guys, I'd have done the same thing.
What's up, y'all, and welcome to another episode of the greatest podcast ever, Above the Rim with Dwight Howard, and we got a crazy episode from y'all all the way from hot Orlando, Florida. But before we get into the show today, I need you guys to hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know who you think you want to see on the show next. But we got a crazy show for you today. Now, obviously, we do this every show, but we got a special one for our guest today. Mook, do you have it with you? Because, you know, he boxing now, he fighting people.
He doing all types of shit.
He doing everything.
Inside,
so, you know.
It's in the plan. It's in the plan.
Oh, why would you put that in there?
Oh, shit.
I got it, I'll put it.
Heavy-handed as hell.
It never fails.
Michael Carter Grill.
You got it. Hey, give it up, y'all, for Michael Carter Williams.
Appreciate y'all. I should have knew that was happening too. I know you too well to know that's what you be on. I forgot. Yeah, I used to do that every day.
See, every day, it don't matter. Hey, that's what everybody can say, man. Dwight don't change. He gonna hit you with them motherfuckers every day of his life. Every day of his life. Hey, so we got Michael Carter Williams in the house today. We also got Moo Rizzy Real from Jersey. Stand up.
Y'all know.
Every time we do this, you know, Moo got to throw something about Jersey into the mist. So
I don't think I'm gonna bring Jersey because you from I can't even pronounce it. Massachusetts.
Yeah.
You can't pronounce. Well, come on, man. He from the Hall of Fame of basketball. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, man. What part you from?
I'm from north of Boston, the North Shore.
North
of Boston.
I don't know if Boston ever been in the hoop culture talk. Like, has it, like, growing up? Like, has it been in the hoop culture talk?
Yeah, we definitely had some hoopers growing up. For a while, there was like a stint where we didn't have a lot of guys going to the league, but kind of like the start of my class, and then after that, we've had a lot of hoopers. We've had a lot of hoopers since then.
Who has came from have went to the NBA from Boston?
Myself.
From where you from?
Shabazz Napier, George Niang, Will Blaylock played in the league for a little bit.
Is that Mookie Blaylock cousin?
I don't know, it might be.
I was just saying they sound like they could be related.
Ricky Lito was drafted. He's from Rhode Island, but he was in our circle. Nerlens Noel, Jake Layman.
Okay.
I know I'm forgetting somebody.
Yeah, that's not enough for Jersey.
Nah, Jersey's different. Jersey got
you
certified.
Being from there, you went to New York and Jersey to like during AAU and stuff like that?
Yeah, for sure.
What
So
team
we went a
you
lot.
played
We played from New York. There was
The Gauchos.
the Gauchos. We played the Gauchos. We played. There's another team up there too.
In New York.
City Rocks.
Yeah.
We played the City
What
Rocks.
circuit was you on?
Huh?
What circuit?
I think it
We
was
was in-
different back then.
No, we was in Nike. It was
Nike.
Nike.
UYBL.
UYBL. Yep.
Dang, so I never did any Nike circuits.
Yeah, you did Adidas. He was
I did
Nah,
Adidas.
Nobody even seen me. It's good Adidas. Yeah. Y'all AAU team is the best AAU team I ever seen in
We
my
was just
entire
talking
life.
about that.
That's crazy. We was just talking about that.
Literally yesterday.
Yeah,
I ain't never seen no shit like that before.
it was wild.
What? Y'all might have the best AAU team of all time.
Who was it? All together,
Josh Smith,
Josh Smith.
Randolph. Then it was Dwayne Day, the Javaris,
Brandon Rush.
Rush. We had a 5-little squad.
My your squad was crazy.
We had a 5-little squad.
Y'all was making noise.
You ended up wasn't you playing with Nerlens?
Yep, I played with Nerlens.
How was that?
I mean, it was crazy. Nerlens in high school, bro, like he would have games where he had like 18, 20 blocks in a game.
Damn,
Hold
like,
up.
No, I swear, bro, I swear.
You know what I'm saying?
18, 20 points.
20 points. So I was going to say,
Nerlens-
okay,
I
that's
seen
normal.
I seen Nerlens have 20 blocks in a game.
Damn.
Yo, that's
And
sick.
in the same game, I had 47.
47 points, and
he had 20 blocks.
blocks.
20 blocks, bro.
I ain't gonna front. We was in the league. He was one player that used to piss me off at the rim because you would think he ain't finna block the shot, and he still get up there and get it. Like, so in high school, 20 blocks.
Yeah, Nerlens was doing
so he
that
was
in high
going
school.
crazy
Yeah,
at high
he was-
school.
He was, for sure. He was #1 player. He was ranked #1 in high school for a long
I
time.
remember that. It was a lot of like, and he had the injuries.
Yep.
Right? He didn't
Yeah.
play the first year, right?
No, he didn't play the. Yeah, I think he got. Remember his injury with Kentucky.
Yeah, that shit was
Kentucky.
crazy.
Yeah,
What-
that was crazy.
What was that? I mean, you know I'm getting old.
Was it his knee? Was it? I think it was his knee,
Or his foot.
or his foot or knee or something. It was either his foot or his knee.
Yeah.
So how was that experience like coming from Boston and then playing with Nerlens in high school and then going to Syracuse?
I mean, it was cool. It was like my AAU team was cool. Like I was one of the oldest guys on the team, and like the rest of them was younger. So like they were getting more experience at that level. And then the next year when I left, they actually ended up winning everything, Peach Jam, all that. So it was cool. Like, you know, kind of playing an older brother figure to them. But high school was cool, bro. McDonald's All-American, playing the Jordan Classic. You know, all the things that you did. And then, you know, going to Syracuse. It was lit up there at the Q's. I'm not gonna lie. And then, you know, obviously basketball wise, it was cool, but I wasn't playing that much. I barely played my freshman year. So that was tough though. I'm not gonna lie, that was
Let
tough.
me ask you this, because you committed early, like sophomore year. How did you know Syracuse?
Bro, my mom was like real old school with the recruitment process. So she was like, anybody that you talk to, like once you commit, you gotta go back and talk to all them and be like, thank you for the offer, this and that. Like, but I'm gonna end up going to Syracuse. So she wanted me to do that to like every school that like offered me.
Oh,
and
man.
I was like, I was racking up the offers, and I was like, I didn't love the process. Like some people love stacking their letters up and talking to this coach, talking to that coach. Like I was like, you know, I was in high school. I was
Locked in,
ball was
trying to
on,
get to the league.
just trying to get to the
That was
league.
20 your whole, like,
Yeah, so
your whole career.
I was like, I wanted to get the process going. I really want to go to Villanova. Like I was like, I took my visit to Villanova. I was like, Coach Jay, right? Like I want to commit today. And,
Yeah, how was that? I didn't mean to cut you off. Like, how was that process? Because I didn't go to college, so like, I didn't like that, the whole getting all the letters and all that stuff and trying to figure out which, you know, go to all these different schools. Like, how was that process? Because I feel like, yes, I went to the league, but I missed out on the whole side of life, and you know, I don't even know what that feels like. So like,
To be in college and stuff.
yeah, to be in college, to go have visits, to do all these different things, like I don't even know what that's like. Hey y'all, sorry to break away from the show. I just had to let you know that there's a reason why I'm a basketball Hall of Famer. Just like there's a reason why Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. With over $25 billion recovered for over 500,000 clients, Morgan & Morgan has proven a track record of fighting to get you full and fair compensation. For over 35 years, Morgan & Morgan has been fighting for the people, just like you and I. When hiring Morgan & Morgan, it's like hiring an army that has your back. If you are injured by the negligence of another, you deserve to be paid. If you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win. For more information, go to forthepeople.com/above-the-rim or dial #law #529 from your cell phone. This is a paid advertisement.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. College is one of the best experiences of my life. Just like
I'm finna go back.
the amount of love that, you know, we got from the school. But during that time, I think during the process, like obviously it's a blessing. You get all this attention from all these colleges, and that's what you worked hard for to get a Division I offer and all that stuff. But I was just again like so focused on, like I thought like it was taken away from my high school teammates that you know weren't getting offered like that. Like all the attention was on me, so I was trying to like commit to a school that I really like, make the right choice and decision. But then sometimes I do think back, and I'm like, that was my mindset then. Maybe if I did it now, like I'll take more visits. I'll go to visit different schools, different places. But shit, it's a totally different game now, though.
Yeah, like
I was asked a question about the NIL thing. Like, if I was in high school now, would I take an NIL deal and go to college or try to go to the league and be the number one pick?
I don't think, because people that saying they woulda, they talking about the money aspect.
Yeah.
You wasn't really.
Yeah, I know. Like,
Yeah, you
I
gotta
think
go
the
to it.
generation that well, I can't say that the generation now only care about money. I just feel like when we was coming up, it was just solely about trying to be the greatest. And it wasn't how much money I'm gonna stack up, getting these contracts. Like I never said, shoot, I gotta go hard so I can get this next 5-year contract. It was just, man, I gotta go hard because if we win this championship, everybody gonna eat. Everybody on the team gonna get some cash. We're gonna get this, that, and the third. That was my mindset. So to see it didn't happen, I was like, dang.
What's your thoughts on the NIL stuff and like how would you approach it?
I think there should be some regulation to what's going on with the NIL. I don't know what that looks like, but like I think of myself, I'm like, man, like how much money would I have made going to Syracuse? You know what I mean? My freshman and sophomore year, right? I would have made a lot of money. And for some kids, that's the most money that they're ever going to see probably in their life. So on that standpoint, I'm like, this is great because the schools is capitalizing a lot of money off the backs of players. So that there is a big argument that they do deserve money in their pocket. But then also I mentor some high school guys. Like I'm always chopping it up with the younger generation. I got friends that are managers. I got just through the network going to different tournament stuff, and I'm talking to guys, and a lot of guys are making big time life decisions over small amounts of money, but they think it's a big amount of money because that's all they know. That's all they've like been able to see. You know what I mean? They're not exposed to that type of money.
Yeah.
So I understand it, but also this school's paying you $60,000 and this school's paying you $70,000, and this school has better opportunity. But you thinking about it because that 10K is,
that's
you know what I mean?
That's a lot when you young and you haven't had it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like Melo said something, he said like, it's kids playing to college till 28, it's 29 now.
That's sick.
They doing
That's
all
good.
types of years
That's
and
it.
red shirts.
I think that will level out a little bit because it's still the COVID. It's like COVID happened and a lot of guys lost their, like the JUCO thing happened. So like I think that will start to settle out a little bit. But yeah, being in college for that long is crazy.
Did you ever think about it when it was the norm at the time, like when you was playing, did you ever think about the backing and the business side of how collegiate sports being played?
Not really, bro. Not really. I really wasn't thinking about it. Like my mind just wasn't
You just
at that place.
so locked in.
I was like, I'm having fun.
Yeah.
I'm hooping. I'm going against great players every day. Like I'm trying to get to the next level. I really wasn't even thinking about that.
What was your best moment at Syracuse?
Man, there was a lot of moments at the Cuse, man. I think us beating Georgetown at the Dome was like the last time we played there. That was a great moment. Our win against Louisville when they was number one at Louisville, and then probably against Indiana when we beat them in the Elite Eight and they was number one.
You played?
I'm sorry,
Oladipo?
we played them in the Sweet 16.
You played?
Yeah, Oladipo. Yeah.
How was that?
Yeah.
That matchup?
Yeah, he know.
He talked about that. Remember we had him on the pod?
Yeah, I love Big, man. He's a killer, man. Even college too, he was killing. I hope somebody signed him too.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
looked great in his workouts.
He
He
Going
looked
crazy
unreal
right
in
now.
his workouts, man. Like somebody need to give him a shot.
They do. So when you was in college, the whole Final Four playing in these different arenas, like what's the comparison, or is it a comparison between the NBA fan base and college fan base at games and stuff like that?
I would say if we take playoff NBA crowd versus college crowd, I think that's more comparable than regular season. Regular season college is still rocking.
And they doing
got
this
the
every
fans.
night.
They doing
It's
this
a cult,
every
like,
night.
fan base
And they more kids. They going crazy. Like
Yeah.
it's just more
student
life.
section.
But then we've been in playoff games where like it's rocking in there. Like every possession is, and you can't. It's been the loudest in NBA playoff games.
Yeah,
for
because
sure. I ain't never experienced anything like that.
I know you into marketing and stuff, right? So like it was like a big time marketing guru saying like with college, people want to bask in reflective glory. It don't even got nothing to do with, it's like you put that Syracuse, you represent every kid in there. You know, the NBA is going to get more niche. People that's really basketball fans.
Yeah,
they might not be basketball fans in college. They going just to support
the school.
they school and then alumni coming through.
Yeah, there's more passion. There's more passion within the college campus and school.
All right, so you transitioned to the NBA 11th pick. How was draft night, and did you think you were going 11? Did you think you were going higher?
I don't know. I knew I was gonna go. I thought I was gonna go top 15, but I was nervous though. I was nervous in the green room. I was talking to my agent like, "Yo, you sure I'm gonna get drafted? I'm in the green room. Are you sure? Like I'm gonna be top? Because I can't have the cameras." And then I ain't get chose. Like picks and go by. They not even showing the person getting drafted no more. They just.
That's a sick feeling.
Yeah, I was so nervous. I was so nervous for that. But nah, that was an unreal experience though. Like being drafted, it's like, it felt like I was floating walking onto the stage. Like I had no recollection of anything. Like
That's crazy because remember I be saying like, it happened, like stuff happened so fast. It's like we done seen so much in a short period of time that like sometimes you got to see pictures or go back and talk to a lot of people who was in that moment to kind of bring yourself to that moment. Because draft night for me, man, you know, it was, even though I was the number one pick, I was nervous as hell. Like I was like, man, I've been praying so hard to be the number one pick. I done worked hard. Like, I just hope it happened. And then it happened. My dad, he hit the table real hard. He's like, yes, praise the Lord. My mom, she was just, you know, acting all sweet and cute. But it was just like, he right, man. It's like you floating. It's like everything that you worked for, you dreamed of. And I don't think people understand how hard it is to get drafted to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? And going number 11 is tough. Going anywhere in the top, you're talking about number 11 in the whole world, the best league, the best players, and you going top 15. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I done seen, look, like, being from Jersey, Nas Reed, number one in the country, he went undrafted. Isaiah Briscoe is number one in the country, undrafted, Kentucky.
He used to be at the Q's all the time.
Briscoe.
His sister, Aisha, she went to Syracuse. So he used to come when he was in like 6th, 7th, 8th grade. He used to always come at Syracuse. We used to get working all the time.
That shit crazy.
That's fire.
Like, what's his name? Miles Powell was the number one scorer, went undrafted. I'm talking about people that was confident. You said you was nervous. I seen the video, like Stephen Curry was nervous. It's like, you never really know, like, you could have the best college year.
And then get out here, There's so many variables. It's like luck. Luck got to be on your side.
For sure.
And it's like luck, faith, hard work, discipline.
The right team.
The right situation, opportunity. It's like all these things got to be in alignment to even get a shot in the league. How did it feel like that first game that you had, you know, playing?
How did you have a crazy first game?
The first game, bro.
Yeah. It's so crazy because I remember like before tip-off, like I'm just looking, I'm like, damn, LeBron's over there. Chris Bosh is over there. Yeah. I think D-Wade was hurt. But I'm just looking at like they just won a chip. Like I'm like, damn, yo, I'm in the mix right now. Like I'm with the arguably one of the greatest player on the planet right now. Like I just remember I was like, shit, here we go. And like that was it. That was another.
Were you nervous?
I was so happy to be out of training camp and out of preseason. I was just ready to play somebody else, bro. I was so ready. That was back then when training camp was tough. 2 days, full court.
God.
Like we going at it every day.
I used to love training camp, but I hated it because it was so strenuous on the body. And like he said, you talking about 2 a days. And each practice is at least 3 hours.
3 hours.
At least. And we not little kids. We grown ass men.
And I had a young team too. It's worse when you have a younger team.
They running everybody physical, especially a young team, because everybody trying to prove themselves. Everybody that came back and they trying to make sure that they can show everybody they need.
I was playing Pat Beverly in summer league. There was no, in Orlando there used to be you couldn't foul out in summer league.
So
the old rules.
All fouls.
He had 6 fouls in like the first 6 minutes.
Yeah,
I was
we
like,
was
bro,
talking
what's?
about the foul.
I was like, yo, what is this, bro?
Hey, like,
Shout out to Pat Bev though. I'm just out here wilding right now.
he out here every day going at what, Trey Young?
Trey Young.
And to see, I don't be knowing that people be for real or is it for like
Yeah, it's just for clicks.
for
For
click
real.
like for clickbait and all? What they call it? Rage bait? What they call it? That what they call it? Yeah,
And like starters raised, but I think Pat was just playing, not playing, but saying, you know, and then it.
Yeah, but see, like, I just feel as the fraternity that we in, like, we should not really ever talk down upon anybody that's in our fraternity because all of us know how hard it took for us to get here and then how hard to stay in, you know, stay relevant, to stay relevant for teams, not stay relevant for fans and all that stuff, but stay relevant to teams in a positive way and all that stuff. Like, I don't think, now mind you, everybody can have an opinion. I don't want to take that away, but I just feel like us, if we keep our opinions as strictly basketball, I would say, and keep personal out or all that stuff, then it'd be cool. But I don't think what Pat doing, I understand what Pat's saying, but I feel like that was the wrong way to go
Pat,
about it.
we gotta, what he doing it with Trey and
Trade, then it
Nick
was
Young, all
Nick.
of that.
Hell
We
yeah.
gotta clear it up like how we did Dwight and Shaq. You know what I mean? That happened right here in Orlando too.
Yeah, Ash, that was crazy.
But what happened? Like, this is what I always wonder too, right? And I think a lot of people are like, and I think Pat was. I think he got a little bit out of line too. But I also am like, what happens if there's a guy? Like the podcast world is huge now, right? So if we talking about hoop and I come on here and I say something bad about Trey Young, right? Or if not even bad, just like something about his game, or like he could take it that way, or you know whatever the case may be. Like us athletes are now in this podcast world, so like I can't sit here and talk about everybody's game and just be all positive.
Correct.
But like I think it's how you put it though. To your point, how you phrase it to your point, because it is right. Like who am I to come on here and criticize Trey Young, who's been an all-star and done all these things, and I haven't. But I also doesn't mean that I can sit here and evaluate like,
His
oh,
game.
could you be a better leader?
Yeah.
You could be a better leader, right? Like,
so yeah, we should have those conversations. But what I think has happened was, you know how they was always saying, man, the older players always coming down on the younger players, and the younger players don't respect the older players, and it's because the older players is talking bad.
I just think it's really just how we communicate.
yeah.
The same thing with Shaq. In his mind, he trying to push me a certain type of way, but I'm taking it, and other guys may have been taking it like, bro, like you Shaquille O'Neal, your name is it whole weight. So when you say something, people who don't know basketball like we do would do what we do.
They looking at it in a different way, like, oh, he is sorry. Like, think JaVale McGee, he went years with people to just clowning his name. Oh, he always on Shaq and the Fool. He can't be that good. JaVale McGee is nice in basketball.
He's dumb tough. He's nice.
Like, he'll trick you because you'll be like,
nah, he ain't finna make that shot splash. Nah, he ain't finna drive and dunk on you.
Still going crazy too.
and he's still
Puerto
playing
Rico,
crazy.
right?
Puerto Rico.
Australia.
Australia. Singapore, I think he was just
He's
in.
doing his thing.
He can hoop, so it's like the opinions of the greats and people that play in the league, it matters in the society that we live in because they're critiquing us by so much. And if Shaq is a standard, if Kobe is a standard, if these players are standards and they have something to say about a player, people gonna obviously take that and run with it.
Yeah, no, that's true too. And I also think too about it, right? Like when I see guys at that level start talking down on players like JaVale McGee and this guy, like, isn't the objective to grow the league right now?
Yeah.
So like what's the point and why you like that doesn't grow, that doesn't increase the value in the NBA by doing that, right? Like
Let me ask you this, because you talk about the line between criticism, you know, and just evaluating a player.
right.
It was a clip on the Tyler NBA that Dwight had showed was like a year ago.
Oh yeah. I remember I know exactly what you're talking about.
But not even the clip. I know Dwight always talk about that year.
Right.
And I think that's why they brought it up, because he's like, yo, I was averaging this, that. Why didn't they something that? Why was it?
I was so hurt that year. I was so sick, man. I swear to God.
obviously you made the clip and you said certain things. I'll play it a little bit.
12 and a half boards, almost 2 blocks. What was the most slept on quality bar?
It's tough because like it was just he was averaging 16, 12, whatever. Then there would be like no debate like what's going on here. Why isn't he getting the respect that he's supposed to be getting? But I think that same year, right, he averaged those numbers, but he also led the league in offensive fouls and he also led the league in travels. You cannot average the most offensive fouls and travels in the same season. Like it's got to be one or the other. It's a lot of the times you preach things and then like do the opposite. In the games.
Yeah, I wasn't even talking to you right there.
Like, yo, bro, like, we gotta
Oh, they clipped it like that?
No. They showed me like saying something and then Dwight walking away.
That's crazy.
like, what happened? I think Dwight is a Hall of Famer, one of the most unstoppable
before the Hall
players
of Fame,
that ever
too.
touched the ball. Like he was even good as a backup big. Like he could do a lot of things. But I think if we are on the subject of what was going on with him, I think explaining the other side kind of makes more sense to people.
Dwight Howard for a second. Almost 17.
Let's see. This is what I don't like about media, right? And I like those guys on there. But first of all, they edited the clip for what I said about Dwight, the bad,
with
first.
the team.
And then they added me saying, oh, but he's a Hall of Famer. And it was reversed. I said Dwight was a Hall of Famer. He had a great year at Charlotte. He had good numbers. All the compliments that I made. And then I was like, if we're talking about why it didn't work out for Dwight Howard at Charlotte, because it didn't. That's the truth. It didn't work out.
Yeah.
And the only thing that like I can make sense of is he led the league in travels and the offensive fouls. And your numbers were great, but our team wasn't great. Kemba was the first guy. You were the second. You know that we as a team didn't gel a lot, you know, in the locker room. Who's that weight going to be on? You and Kemba.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so when I get a question and asked like that, I'm like, I'm picking hairs a little bit, but like if you're looking for an answer, then like I got to come up with, you know what I mean? I'm coming up with what, but I never thought like the reason why us Charlotte Hornets didn't work out is
Because of
Dwight's
me,
fault.
yeah.
Like that didn't cross my mind. Like, but if we talking about, but that's what media is, right? Like that
Yeah,
you
they
take
gotta
that
do-
clip,
They gotta,
you know what I mean?
Do whatever's gonna get the most people to
And
put
speaking of
eyes on.
media, that's what he was just
And
telling
I
me
was saying
something,
it was
media.
They did the same year in Charlotte. I was telling him another story about Brandon Haywood. Like he had got on air and he was saying, I heard from people in the locker room that he's been a cancer in the locker room, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, and I had to call him.
I'm like, bro, you ain't never been in the locker room. I ain't never seen you. Like, how you gonna say something about me and what I'm doing if you ain't never been in here? It was like, oh, it's just what I've been hearing. And I'm like, bro, you stopping me from getting a check.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
I couldn't I couldn't do like speak on something like that, especially while somebody's in the midst of trying
to get a new contract.
to get a new contract.
Yeah.
And again, right, like I can sit there and evaluate, and if I would say, was there times in Charlotte where Dwight Howard was selfish? I'd say, yeah, he was. But like, look at his career for where he went to. He went to LA, didn't get appreciated. He's been to other teams, didn't get appreciated. Then he comes to Charlotte, and now you're asking a guy who's just not been appreciated for a lot of years to come in and do certain things. And now he's putting up numbers, and he's still not appreciated. So like my mentality is, and I know a lot of guys are, the NBA doesn't always do guys right. So like if I'm going to go in a situation and I know that, then like, yeah, I understand why people think about themselves a little bit.
And you said the team didn't gel that year, so it might have been like, it might have been other stuff, and then you going, you're selfish, and now
now it
What are you
look
gonna? Yeah,
like
you're put between a rock and a hard place. Well, what are you gonna do? Right? Like if I'm one of the go-to guys, if I'm telling you right now, any point in time in the NBA, if I was one of the go-to guys, post my second year in the league, and I had that opportunity, I'd have done the same thing.
Yeah.
Because you don't get that opportunity
Yeah,
often.
you don't.
You don't like that. That's not presented to you a lot.
Yeah.
So like we, I don't want to dwell on the bad part. Like on the good side, what was the good highlights of that Charlotte team? Like,
You had like 30-30 one game. Like we
Yeah.
had great team chemistry on the flights. We had fun.
Yeah,
like
fun.
we competed in games. Like we wanted to win. We had the want to do well. It just we could never gel. It just didn't work. But like dude, we had a lot of fun that year. Frank was funny, Kemba was funny,
Yeah.
Marv was funny, like Jay Lambo was great. Like we had a good time.
you mentioned the 30-30 was from them crystals.
Nah, well, see, he didn't come with me, but me and Dwayne Bacon, and Malik. Was it Malik?
Malik Monk, yeah, you on the team.
Yeah, Malik. We had went to, was in New York, and we had went to this crystal store, and this lady was like, I want to talk to you, out of nowhere. And she was just like, you know, you need some protection, all this stuff. She started saying this, and she gave me this crystal. She said, put the crystal in your window at night, and something's crazy going to happen the next day. So we come to the game. I bring the crystal. I put the crystal in my locker room. And the first half, I have like a terrible first half. I'm like, it's 4 points and like 11 rebounds. And because I can't remember the lady say it's going to go from bad to real good. And so I'm looking at the crystal like, man, this shit, they got me
about to
fucked
throw the
up.
crystal.
I'm fucked up. So at halftime, I'm just looking at it. I'm like, damn, I'm finna throw this out. I remember right when we was walking into the locker room, this fan was like, Dwight Howard, you fucking suck. And I was like, damn. People mean as hell. So I went back. I felt so embarrassed. I was like, man, damn, man. Like, I'm out here busting my ass every day. After practice, working out, I'm trying to do everything to get right, and I fucking suck. And this crystal's making me suck. Then we come out the second half, and it was like lights out.
That was a crazy ass game.
30 and 30 is crazy. I don't care what anybody says. You have 30 and 30, you got to.
And then after the game, you know what they were saying? He should have been doing this his whole career. He could have did this in Orlando. I didn't do it in Orlando, and I was supposed to be in my prime. You know what I'm saying? So it was crazy. Like, hold up, you tell me if when I was in my prime, I never had a 30 for 30 game. I come to Charlotte, never had a 30 for 30 game. Then I have one, y'all telling me it basically wasn't good enough.
You know what he did?
Yeah, I think there was a stigma that I think there was a stigma around you, which was probably frustrating that like, no matter what you did, it wasn't going to be good enough in anyone's eyes.
Yeah, and we had DeMarcus on, he talked about once you get the stigma,
Yeah.
you'll be at different phases of your career, a different stigma, obviously. But like, talk about like, have you gone through that, like getting the stigma, being...
For sure. For sure. I went from rookie of the year to traded, then my second year, midway through the year, did well. I had good years in Milwaukee too. I had good years in Milwaukee. We made the playoffs. I had like 26, 12, and 7 in the playoff game. Like I was averaging the second year I was in Milwaukee, I averaging 11, 5, and 5 off the bench, shooting above like 45%. Like I had good years in Milwaukee. But the stigma is I didn't have a good year after Philly, right? After my rookie year, the stigma for a long time is, and then I went to other teams and I became more of a defensive guy, right? Like I defended other guys' best player. I'd come off the bench. I had different roles on other teams, but any team that you ask, if you say if I was impactful to the team, they would say yeah, right? So there's been stigmas that have followed me throughout my career, but it's just part of the game. Some people never go through it. Some people do.
What is it like trying to break the stigma? Like,
It's frustrating. It's like it's a mental warfare, right? Because then you start putting on yourself, and then you start playing to prove for other people instead of playing for yourself. You start to play, I need to do this so these people won't say this about me.
And then
right?
you're not doing really everything that's for the team because you're so worried and focused about, man, I gotta make sure I'm doing all this good. I gotta look perfect. I gotta make sure I make every shot. And that's a lot of pressure, especially when you try to get a new contract or you trying to stay on the team and you got the media, everybody is saying things. That's really difficult. And, you know, a lot of players do go through that. You know what I'm saying?
When you got the frustration, did you ever forget who you was?
For sure.
Hell yeah. I think both of us can answer that.
For sure.
Bro, there's times, I swear to God, bro, I was on YouTube looking at clips of me playing in Orlando saying, like, damn, was this me? Like, I could really do this shit? Like, it'll really have you like that when you could get when, you know, you're hearing so much stuff being said about you. Maybe in that point of the season, you might not be playing good or something. And now everything is in your head. And it's a real mental warfare. So now when you playing, just think about it. If you a guy that don't get a lot of shots in the game, every time you get a shot,
Overthinking.
you overthinking because you like, I got to make this shot. Somebody like, let's say AD know he gonna get 25, 30 shots. So he could mess around and shoot some shots to see, warm up. But for me or, Mike at times, the one shot we get, we gotta be laser focused to make the shot and lock in, because if we miss it, we might not get another shot the whole game.
For sure.
I want your unique perspective on this, because we had obviously DeMarcus. They talked about when you go from stardom, obviously in Orlando, he was praised in 8 years, and then he became a journeyman, right? And they say like, in your latter years, it's hard. You went through a certain phase, now you gotta adjust to being a role player, right?
Yeah.
And the transition, all the moving, and adjusting to every team. In their later years, for you kind of in the beginning of your journey was going through that. I want to know, like, how does that feel? Like, what's the adjustment like? Are you like, do you feel like you chasing something that you trying to find home? Like, explain that. Like,
yeah, I think that's one of the most difficult things in basketball, and I think it's a reason why a lot of guys don't last in the league, right? The average years is like 4 years in the league, right? And I think a lot of guys are so used to playing a certain way, and then as soon as that doesn't work out for them, or as soon as they have to adjust, right? You go from a guy that averaged 30 in high school, averaged 18 in college, 15 in college, is the main scorer on the team, and then come to the NBA and have to be a role guy and accept that every day, and not want to play, how you usually played. I think guys have a hard time accepting that, and then that's how they get out. That's how they end up out the league. But that process was really hard for me to go from, I just had the ball in my hands all the time, to not having the ball in my hands, to being like, okay, now I gotta, let me be a predominant defender, right? Like, I was looking for any way to play to just stay on the court, right? And I think that was one of the things that made me last as long as I did. It's like, okay, I'm gonna do the job that like not too many guys want to do, and like the guys who aren't willing to do that will fizzle out. They could be, I've seen so many of the most talented dudes in the world not make the NBA, or make it 1 or 2 years then leave out. And you see him on TV, you see him on YouTube, you see a bunch of dudes and be like, yo, this dude is nice. How come he's not in the league? Well, it's because if you're not able to take a back seat in terms of scoring, or you better be scoring at a high enough clip, or you better just get lucky and have that chance to become that guy. Yeah. And if you don't, then it's trouble.
I think 2015 to 2019 was Milwaukee, Charlotte.
I went from Milwaukee to Chicago to Charlotte to Houston.
And obviously adjusting his different roles on each team. What's it like learning the different plays? What was the hardest role you had to adjust to?
Chicago. I'd show up to a game and they'll be like, Mike, you not dressing tonight. Like, I'm like, what? Like, we done gone through shoot around, we done prepared for the whole week of practice, and you telling me this now? Like, people don't understand that. That's like, I don't even know how to, you don't even like, that's like going to your job and just saying, they saying like, you know what?
We don't need you today.
We don't need you, because people probably excited like, shoot, I don't got to work today, but like, I don't know, like anybody who joins any rec league or like who's actually loves it and gets serious about it, and you show up to the game and all the players is like, you're not playing today, bro. You can sit down and watch us. Like
it feel like, I've seen how these kids feel, but I didn't experience it till this. When you see the players, the last person get picked when they play in the game.
That's how you feel.
But you don't get picked.
That happened to me in Chicago. We in practice.
The
one that don't get picked, and it's the last one.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, we was in Chicago. I got signed late to Chicago, like the day, like right after training camp, our last day in training camp, the last training camp game. So I went to Chicago. I ain't know no plays. I ain't know nothing. So we had a scrimmage early that year, and like Coach Hoiberg was like, y'all pick teams. So he was like, all right. Bro, we had 11 dudes that were playing. I did not get picked I did not get picked to go back and forth, and that's exactly how I felt. I'm like, damn, yo.
Damn.
I ain't had this feeling in a minute. I was in there hard in the gym the whole week, though. I was going in, but no, like that's how it really feels. Like, and so,
Cause you got to think like he said, you done work all week. You going hard in the gym. Then it's like each day is getting closer to the game. So like NBA obviously is games every 2-3 days. So let's say you practicing, then you go do shoot around, coach not saying nothing to you about you not playing. Then the game come, right before the game they say you not playing tonight. Bro, that will have you, man, you feel unappreciated. You just feel like you worthless. It's like, damn, like, why am I here? So I know how, man, and I experienced that later on in my career, like once I start playing with the Sixers and the Lakers later on. And I was like, dang, man, like I understand how a lot of players feel, and you can really get depressed. You got to find things to not get depressed, because you'll be depressed.
Was you did you have like any feelings towards the coaching when you was on Chicago?
of course, you're not playing. You're gonna automatically feel some type of way.
Were you the only one?
No. There was other people on the team that went through the same thing as me. We had like 8 guards at one point. Like me, Jerry and Grant, Isaiah Cannon, Rondo, Denzel Valentine. Like we had a bunch of guards that it didn't make sense. The roster didn't even make sense.
Was Jimmy?
Jimmy was on that team. Yep.
What was the craziest team that you had?
Bees, you know this. Bees is the craziest team I ever had in my life.
What was that?
That was in Milwaukee, my second year in Milwaukee.
I was in Houston.
What was the craziest experience?
With Bees, it was just something new every day. Like it was just something funny. It was just something funny like every day. Like I remember one J Kid who had us in a circle all the time, and he was getting mad at us because we didn't get who was it? Was it Thon? Was it Thon Maker? Yeah. I think we didn't get Thon. He didn't have iMessage, so it was a group text to all of us.
Oh, he didn't get it.
And he didn't get it, so he was late, and he was like, I don't have iMessage. So he was like, basically trying to say we not a team, we not together. And they were like, and then at the end, he was like, J Kid was like, yo, make sure y'all go get him a Verizon phone or whatever. And Bees was just like, nah, coach. We AT&T niggas over here. Like, just always shit like that, bro. I'm like, yo, bro, it's something new every day. That's just.
But that's crazy. Like, see, little stuff like that. He not even thinking or taking it as trying to be disrespectful. I don't.
No, he was. No, he's not. He's not. He's really not.
He's just saying it. And that's just him. But then, like, everybody else is taking it a whole nother way. And so now, once, like we've been talking about, once you get that label, it don't matter what you say or do. It don't matter how many good games you play. You still got that same label. That's
so like.
He's one of the most interesting people I've ever met in my life. Like he's so.
You ain't see he's up in white face at the big three.
Oh yeah, but yeah, like there's that part of him too. But like he's actually like having a conversation with him.
Yeah.
Like I spent a mad time with Bees. Like we just rapped all the time. Like his intellect. Like his intellect is crazy. Like
That's a fact.
And he been the same way. Like him doing that. Then after the game, I'm like, yo, bro, what's up? Like, oh, no. He's like, no, I'm going to tell you. For real, man, you got to think. Nigga, we playing against some Hall of Famer. We playing against a Hall of Famer. Oh, man. You got a sharp sword, I got a sharp sword, too.
Yeah, nah, he's on that.
If I lose, I'll be ready. He always be having, what they call it, isms?
Yeah, he always got the isms, bro. He's always like, I remember he said something like, somebody commented on one of his pictures, and, said something like somebody needs to like, basically like you're gonna slow down and somebody's gonna end up like killing you or whatever on the court, like going for 30 against you and embarrassing you.
Yeah.
And he said something like, if the sun rise someday and I meet my own, then I'll thank God that like he sent this blessing to me. You know, it was just, but it made sense, but it was crazy the way he put it. Like it was crazy the way he formulated what he was trying to say. But I was like, yo, this is like. the Black Shakespeare right here. Like
he like that.
So you got Bees, but also Jimmy. You got like I forgot. You told 2 stories of Jimmy. You said
oh
something
yeah,
about,
the one with Hoiberg when he said he didn't like him.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the coach.
Yeah, the coach.
Yeah, yeah, the Hoiberg story.
Yeah, you gotta tell.
But Jimmy's just ultra competitive, bro. He's just like everybody wanna win, but like he gets in his mode because he wanna win. He don't like feeling like his career is wasted at any moment.
Yeah.
So like he wanna maximize
Every single
second. So if he sees somebody on his team or if he see a coach feel like he's lacking in that area, like he takes it personal. Like, and that's what happened in that
I
scenario.
can understand
Like,
that.
He thought that Fred didn't have his back. Yeah. And so he was just like, I mean, the way he formulated it now to Fred, I mean, I don't think was the best way, but.
What was your reaction when
I was like, I had to put my head down. Like I was like this, but I was crying. Like I was like, no way, I just heard that. Like D-Wade was like, yo, that's going in my book one day.
I know we talked about it, but I gotta go back all the way to the Charlotte times.
Mm-hmm.
When we was in Charlotte, like, cause it still irks me. Like I be thinking like, what was it that I did that was so crazy to where they had to trade me after the season? Like from your point of view, because, you know, I could always say, you know, I'm this from how I'm looking at it. But, you know, you said it from a whole different point of view. Like, how was my attitude towards, you know, things and then on the court and stuff like that?
I don't think, I really don't think that's why they traded you. Like if that was I wouldn't say they traded him because of his attitude or we had certain days of confrontation in the locker room. I don't think I think when they sit down, they're like, Dwight did have a great year. He averaged 17 and 13.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want him to be our second guy at this stage
Of my career.
Of his career right now in Charlotte, whatever direction the hell they're going, right? Like, it's not like we dealing with the most organized,
Yeah.
you know
Franchise,
what I mean?
yeah.
Franchise in the league, right? They still a little bit all over the place, right? So
Yeah.
I think they look at that and they're like, okay, you just had 17 and 13. Your value is at your highest peak right now. So like,
You talking to the business, you feel me? You talking to the business.
nah, I'm just saying, like, if it makes sense, right? You're at your value. You're this is the best you played in years. They're young. They can
get some
either
good pieces or
they can
something
get
like
some
that.
good pieces from Dwight because he just had a great year. So like, maybe that's how they were thinking it made sense. But everybody else is gonna say they traded Dwight because of X, Y, and Z. Right?
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna think
with
about
that.
X and O's. Like they're gonna go with the narrative and push that narrative.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think it. I personally don't think that's why. Like there wasn't a nut. There wasn't like it wasn't like you was a menace to society, bro. It wasn't like you wasn't affecting the team in that way. I don't know. I don't. If anybody says that, I would love to have a conversation with them if they actually thought that, right? Like, but I don't think that.
So like you.
I was gonna say, so why do you have a lot of like in your career? Do you have like a lot of whys? Like, damn, why this didn't work out?
gonna ask you
Yeah, that's why I was trying to ask because I'd be having a lot of whys, and then you said something earlier. We could talk about it after this, like leaving Orlando and stuff like that. But do you have any like whys from teams and situations?
For sure. In Philly, I won Rookie of the Year and I got traded. I had surgery in the summer and I got traded at the trade deadline when I was just coming back. And I was in meetings that like I didn't ask to go in. Like I was in future plans that I didn't ask about, right? Like they're coming to me with that. So I'm like, oh, I must be here for the long haul. Like I didn't have one idea that I was being traded. And then I just get a call from my agent who's like,
16 points, two steals, 6 rebounds, 6
Man,
assists. Damn,
that's
triple
crazy.
double as a rookie.
As a rookie, that's crazy, man. And so,
So,
yeah, I
like-
could see that. Yeah,
yeah, I was
That's
like, whoa, like, and I went to Milwaukee and like they had just got rid of Brandon Jennings, and they love Brandon Jennings over there. Like the people even there, like he had a big effect on the people in that locker room, the community there. Like he was involved. So like when he left and I got there, like it was sad. They were like, man, we just lost a brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I caught that. That's what I was walking into, and I'm like, well, shit, like, I didn't think I was going to be traded either. I didn't think I was going to be here, but like, you know, it's smoothed over in time, but it's still a big why. I thought about that for the longest.
When you went to Milwaukee, the dynamic, I know you said, who was the coach, Jason?
J-Kid, yeah.
So that was one of your inspirations. You got Giannis was becoming honest. That was the most improved, I think. First year averaging over 20.
Yeah.
Who else was there that year?
There was Giannis was there, Greg Monroe, Chris Middleton,
Oh, shoot, yeah.
Was Ilyasova on that team?
Ilyasova was on that team, Jabari Parker was on that team.
Yeah. Oh, Jabari.
Yeah, Jabari.
There it goes. So, like, with that dynamic, you see all these pieces coming together. It could seem like that on the
come up,
upstream.
yeah.
What do you think happened? Was that Jason Kidd's second year?
No, it was first year.
I thought they was.
When I got traded, it was his first year.
Yeah.
It was his first
We got to talk about
It's
that.
rocking out.
No, yeah, we was balling. We made the playoffs that year. We had a good series with Chicago.
The NBA season is rolling, and DraftKings' newest Pick6 is the easiest way to play for your big shot at big wins. Here's how it works. Just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats. The better you pick, the bigger your payout. New DraftKings customers are getting $50 in Pick6 credits with just a $5 entry on your first pick set. Don't just watch basketball. Pick, play, cash in. Download the DraftKings Pick6 app now and use code DH12. That's code DH12. Play just $5 and get $50 in Pick6 credits. Make the call, ride the upside. In partnership with DraftKings Pick6, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org in Connecticut. Must be 18 plus. Age and eligibility restrictions may vary by jurisdiction. Pick6 is not available everywhere, including New York and Ontario. Void where prohibited. 1 per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable. Pick6 credits that expire in 14 days. Ends December 2nd at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
I always say, like, J-Kid, he's a great, like, situational coach. So, like, a situation goes on in the game, he's good at reading the game and then, like, either making adjustments or adapting. Like, he can do that. But everything with me and J-Kid was, like, off, like, kind of off the floor kind of things. Like, it was off the floor and a little bit on the floor. But like him and I, we just couldn't see eye to eye. I thought he was moving foul, like, and I didn't appreciate that. And like then, like I was as a young kid, looking up to him. I felt like in a way he wanted me to be who he was, and I'm like, I don't have them tools. Like I'm not that yet. Like I would hope to be that. Like just the way he saw the game, I couldn't see the game like him yet. Like I was, yeah, like because we were both big guards. Even though like. He was teaching me, he was doing things, but I think there was I felt a lot of unnecessary pressure from him at certain times. And like, it just didn't work out. Like there was things that I just disagreed with.
Let me ask you this. I remember that year, it's like it was big news, like Jason Kidd is gonna start Giannis at point guard. You were healthy then.
Yeah, I was healthy, and that's one of the things that like I thought he was moving in a way that I was like, yo, like,
because everyone was confused.
Right.
Was that like a PR? Was he trying to prove a point? Was it a PR play?
No, that was. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I know that's the direction he wanted to go in, but like, we could have, you know what I mean? We could have conversation. We could have rapped about it. Like, I was a starting point guard last year. Like, like I don't understand like what went down. I don't understand what happened. I get it. We want the ball to be more in his hands. I'm in agreement with that. But like we could have spoke about that.
I remember arguing with my father that year. Like I'm like, yeah.
He thought that what it was, his favorite player is Darren Williams.
What that got to do with anything?
Because you thought that he was related to Darren Williams. You told me that.
I did think that though. But why he bring that up just now though?
made me think about it. I was like, hold on. You did tell me that you thought that they was related.
Nah, I was a fan of you. Because my favorite player was Darren Williams. I'm like, damn. Michael Carter Williams, that's his cousins. Fuck it. And I found out y'all wasn't cousins.
Yeah, we all anybody last name Carter or Williams, you definitely cousins.
No, he was just trying to say that because y'all both light skinned.
Right.
That's you messed
Williams,
up for that, bro.
Williams, you feel
No,
me? Big guards. He was a big guard, you know what I mean? Y'all
messed
both
up
boxed
for that.
and shit.
Right. I was about
But
to say
nah,
that too.
like, I remember arguing with my father. I'm like, they saying Giannis gonna be the tallest. You know, it was like the first time someone his height starts at point guard or whatever. It was like this big thing, and it ended up didn't. You know, it moved him right back.
Yeah.
But I was like, damn, was that just like a PR play? Like, was he trying to prove a point? Like, yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I can't. Y'all would have to ask him that.
How good was? I know I asked Dwight this. Like Giannis, he said it's hard to tell because he played against Giannis.
Yeah,
Three different
I was
types.
me.
Yeah, you said
when
three
I
different
played.
types of Giannis.
Yeah, because when I played the last time with the Lakers, I didn't really play too much. So, and that was a different Giannis. That was MVP. When I first played, he was a little bit frail.
And shot blocker.
In the game we was playing back then, he really wasn't doing too well. Yeah. But then, shoot, they started letting him run point.
But he was there for the most improved year. So,
yeah.
What was your take of him?
You know, I think with Giannis is early on, like his first year, he was still understanding the game. Obviously, he put on more weight, you know, into his career. But I think if you watch his games, he had different moments where you're like, oh, you like, whoa. Like if he started doing that more consistently, then this is gonna be a problem, right? And as he kept, you know, each month he kept improving and improving. Even his second year, he kept improving and improving, and like those moments started happening more. So instead of that happening 2 or 3 times a game, it would be like 7, 8. Then it went to 10, 15. Then it went to 20, and then he blew up, right? Like he always worked too. He always was a worker. Like we used to call it night school. We used to go back every night and get shots up. Like he's always working.
He almost got in that fight over them there trying to shoot at it.
I feel like Giannis is like a upgraded me.
Like with the shot and everything?
Like with bringing the ball down the
ball
court,
up. Yeah.
finishing over everybody. Like, I feel like, because when I came in the league, they wouldn't let us dribble the ball.
I was gonna ask you one of the things, like if you came into the league today as the same high school player that you were, do you think that you would have switched your game? Like you would have been more of a put the ball on the ground and do your little in and out crossface you up?
But that's what I was doing. But it's so crazy. Like
the era that I grew up in, it wasn't for bigs to handle the basketball like that, shoot the basketball. When I got to Orlando, we was having practices where I would bring the ball up the court and I would get ready to make a move, and they would come take the ball.
Yeah.
Our coach would say, "Dwight, you are big. You're not supposed to dribble."
So I'm like,
I remember you saying that too when I was in Charlotte.
Yeah, like what do y'all want me to do? So I think by them doing that, what that did was I just started saying, well, I'm going to just work on doing the stuff that they wanted me to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I never, like, truly developed.
Yeah, progress like that.
Yeah, like I wish on that part I would have been, one of my younger days, I would have been a little bit more selfish with my development.
Mm-hmm.
Like I did all the stuff in practice, like, you know, I'd have been in the gym, I can shoot all day. But like getting in the games, I wouldn't take those chances like that because I was like, shoot, I'm finna go with what's gonna get me the most, which is inside the paint. And then I look back on it now like, dang, if I would've, I wonder how my game would have been if I would've stepped out and shot threes, if it would have made me look worse, if I would have been better. But I think Giannis, like, he like me with handles, except he wasn't posting up. Well, he do post up, but
he posts up. Yeah, he posts up now.
Was he speaking? That year was his
English.
Yeah.
No, that was when I first got there. Yeah. That was his. We're the same year, so that was his second year. And his English wasn't that good. It was okay. It was okay. It wasn't great though.
That's crazy. So what's his?
So how was he who was the leader on that team? That's what I want to get to.
We had some older guys. We had, I think Bayless was on the team the second year, so Jared Bayless was on that team. No, he was on the team the first year. Jared Dudley was on the team the second year.
Jared Dudley. Shout out to
Chris
Jared
Middleton.
Dudley.
He was still young though. He was still young. He was like 23, maybe 24. Greg Monroe. We were a young team though. We didn't we had John Henson was on that team. John Henson.
He had to be like a silent leader. Like
We had OJ Mayo. OJ Juice was a good. He was a good leader.
A good vet.
Yeah.
Shout out to Juice, man.
Shout out to
we had
Greg
Juice.
Monroe, man. Greg was nice.
Yeah.
So we talked about all the. We didn't talk about.
I heard a little rumor too. Juice might be ready getting back with them for the one-on-one games.
For real?
Okay.
I heard through the grapevine a little. But I don't know. Maybe that's what I heard. I don't know how true it is, but that's what I heard. He might come out.
So have you officially retired?
Mm-hmm.
What year was that?
I officially retired last year,
Last
but
year.
I had already been retired for like a year.
Retired. How did you come up with that process, like that whole like mindset? I'm just
33.
So I broke my foot, and then I had surgery, and then it wasn't feeling right, so I had to have another surgery, and that was reconstructive surgery. So like they reconstructed my foot, and I was trying to get back. No teams would take a chance. Then I went to the G League, and I had two babies at the time. Not babies, but it was
Too young.
5 and 3. Like, you know what I mean? I was like, I started seeing that it was going to be a long road for me to come back to the NBA. And my body was like my mind was telling my body to do things that I really couldn't do. So like, that was killing me. Like, that was frustrating me. Like, oh, I know I should be able to stay in front of this person, and I can't. Or like, I'll go this way and it'll be slow. Like, you know your body, you know your normal speed. So once that started happening, I was like, it's time for me to hang it up, and I'll go do something else.
So when you did that, when you decided to hang it up, what made you want to get into boxing? Was that something that you were doing before? I know me and you used to always talk about UFC fights and boxing matches and who we thought was going to win and shit like that. So what made you want to do boxing? Because I feel like a lot of players, when they're done or during their career.
You know, his cousin. You seen when his cousin knocked out?
Oh,
That
with
football
D.
player.
Will. No, yeah, that was dope.
that was tough.
That was tough.
That was tough.
He had to get our get back for a basketball player, bro.
Jay
We had-
Paul.
Yeah, Nate. He did my man Nate Drees.
No, that's a fact. But nah, yeah, wait.
For me, I like Dwight said, I've always loved combat sports. So, just watching all the time. I did some training. I was doing jiu-jitsu for a while. Then I did some boxing, in the summertime in between seasons. But I didn't know. I didn't really plan on taking a fight or even taking it that serious. But then I started training a little bit more because I was like, I'm getting kind of out of shape. Like, I need to tighten up a little bit.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got bored of going to the gym. I was like, I got to do something else. So I was like, let me just start boxing. So I started boxing. And then one of my homies, he told me, my homie Dan, he told me that he was doing a charity boxing event. So I was like, and he sent me the information. And I was like, shoot, I'm about to sign up too, then get to training. So I started training for heavy for 2 months, and then had the fight, caught the dub.
You got the dub?
Caught the dub. You know what I mean? I had to throw that in there a little, make sure everybody knew I caught. If I didn't say I caught the dub, they'd have been like, oh, he must have lost.
How was that fight? Is it different from in the NBA, you got to walk in with your team and everybody like that. But now when you're doing the boxing, it's just you and everybody watching you throw
It's
hands.
me, Dolo. Yeah, that was different. That was a different type of pressure. Like, that was a different type of adrenaline.
Yeah, was you nervous when you first got in the ring?
Yeah, I was nervous. I'm like, okay. But honestly, bro, I sparred so many times before the fight. Like, I was sparring 3 times a week, twice a week. And so I was like, and I had one main sparring partner. I had 2 other guys. But I'm like, man, at least I'm going to fight them no more. Like, I get to fight somebody new and for real. So it was cool. It was cool. Like, I was like, the adrenaline was crazy.
Yeah, I was like,
I was so tired. I was so tired, bro. I never been tired in my whole life. Adrenaline killed me. Going into the 3rd round, I remember my coach was yelling at me, and he's Spanish. So he's like, Michael, he's like, what are you sad for? Like, I'm like, coach, I'm tired. He's like, you're winning. Don't stop.
So you was tired though. Like, was you more tired from throwing a lot of punches, tired from like, because I know a lot of times when guys fight, they try to hold their breath and they're not realizing you're supposed to, every time you throw, you're supposed to breathe out. You know what I'm saying?
That's something I'm working on heavy now is my breathing while boxing. Like, I don't know if I was holding my breath, but there's definitely pattern of breathing that you should, try to sustain while you boxing. I wasn't doing none of that. Like, it was my first one. My adrenaline was going. I flew down like the night before. I should have flew earlier, got a little acclimated a little bit. But nah, it was dope, bro.
What was the hardest punch you had got in the fight?
That I hit him with, or he hit me?
He hit you with. The one that he hit you with, yeah.
He hit me with a body punch when I was tired.
That body.
Yeah, he hit me with a body punch because after the fight, me and him was talking about it. He was like, bro, that body punch ain't hurt? I'm like, yo, that shit was killing me. But I couldn't let him see. I couldn't let him see me that it was hurting. But like, I was like, I was looking for a little break after he caught me with a body punch.
What about your shot?
I had two shots. One was like a straight, I boxed southpaw. So one was a straight left. And the other one is I hit him with like a hook. But like when I hit him with the hook, his helmet like spun like this. So like he couldn't see. So I was about to open up crazy. But in amateur boxing, if something like that happens, you get a good hard punch in, they stop it, they give him 8 seconds, and then they let it go again. So that's what they did when that happened. But
so what's your plan for like boxing? Like, do you want to try to get into the Olympics? Do you want to try to do some Netflix specials?
I think for me, it's more. I don't have a plan. I still train. I wanna have another fight.
All right, hold up. Let me stop you. If you had to fight someone from the NBA to set up a fight, it could be retired. Who would you fight?
Who would I fight?
Who would you fight?
They could be retired?
Yeah.
Give me James Johnson. Nah, I'm playing. I'm playing around. No, but I do want to see him fight, though.
Yeah,
I do want to see him fight. Just maybe not against me first, but then I
heard a lot of stories I want to see.
I think
have a fight on the court, or like.
I never do hands on the court. We've been into it for a bunch of times, but I never threw no punches like that.
Got nobody that you would.
Nah, I wouldn't want to fight. I mean, I sometimes I think about it. Like, who would be a good fight, and he should fight would be the oldest Ball brother.
LaMelo?
No, sorry, the middle one. The one that's not in the league. LiAngelo should fight.
You say he should fight?
Yeah, why not? He got the platform. He got the image. Like he should do that. He big, right? Let's get it.
There's only one player I thought should do MMA, and that was Pekovic.
Bro, you catch a kick from him.
That's what I'm saying.
Get him in a submission, though.
No, I'm saying if anybody fighting.
I'm not rocking with him. I'm not fighting him.
I wasn't what I was saying, but like if we had to choose somebody to fight, like we said, he's gonna represent the NBA.
Yeah.
Pekovic.
Nah, Pekovic was
a dog.
He's
a
a strong dude.
What other like I seen their face was glowing when you was talking about boxing. Like what other hobbies you got outside of that? What other things you getting into outside of basketball?
Business, really, just business. Not too many like I like going to the UFC fights. I like the boxing fights. That's where my hobbies. I like to travel and all that, but I've been really focused on just business in general. I'm starting a new a consulting company, basically. I was telling Dwight about it a little bit too. Basically, connecting dots, right? Giannis and we did a car wash deal together. So I knew somebody in the car wash business. He sent me a deal and was like, "This is in Milwaukee." And so I brought it to Giannis's team, and then we ended up doing a deal together. So there's a bunch of deals that don't have to do with athletes, do have athletes. Whether if it's one company with one company, kind of putting them together and see if we can figure something out. But it's been a fun process, bro. Like I'm working on a lot of deals. For a while, I was trying to bring a WNBA team to Boston. It's something that I'm still in the mix with. So just a bunch of different projects and kind of putting it under one umbrella as a consulting firm.
You see yourself turning into like how Mike Miller did his agency? That was like he started 2 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, for me, bro, like there's two things that like for me, people in the league don't talk about enough. In all probably sports is mental health and business, right? So those two things, right? Somebody could have the best business deal going and they're making a lot of money and they won't say nothing to their peers, their teammates around them. And if you look at every other group that makes money together, right? Like you even look at Jewish people, right? Like they do a great job of making money together with the people in their family, right? Like that's standard for them, and that's why they're able to create generational wealth. Like, and other groups do that as well, right? So, as an NBA fraternity, right? If we find something that works for us, then that should be communicated. Like anything else. We talk about everything else, girl. We talk about everything under the sun.
Well, y'all was laughing at me when I said I bought a farm.
Right.
Remember that?
Yeah. But you put us on game. You was like, this is why I own a farm. This, and this.
I remember that. I felt so bad when I got home there because we was in Charlotte and I was telling them like, I'm about to buy this. I got a farm, and they was like, man, why you got a farm? Man, that shit ain't gonna do nothing. And I was like,
probably Malik.
Man.
That was probably Malik and
It was
D.
Malik
Bake.
and Jay Lamb. It's like, what the hell you gonna do with a farm? But I was just like, man, shoot, I'm trying to make sure when I'm done playing, I got something that's gonna keep me going forever. You know what I'm saying? But
So consulting and like you mentioned the mental health aspect, right? Like, are you focusing on building up the youth as well and educating them?
For sure. I do a lot of, I'm a co-founder of a company called Endure, and it's a mental health app for athletes, strictly for athletes. So we did a Boston public school seminar 2 times a week, and I had a couple high school teams, and I just mentor them for 2 days out the week. We talk about everything: finances, basketball, eating healthy, mental health. We talked about a bunch of different things. So I'm always doing something, whether if it's formal or informal, right? Whether it's me, I went, my trainer, Dash, he was at the gym the other day, and there was a bunch of kids there, and they're like, you mind saying something to the kids? And I'm talking to them just about staying locked in and building up days of just working and getting to your goal and having them be able to ask me any questions.
You think your education did you say?
I only stayed 2 years.
You stayed 2 years. But do you think that even the experience of when you were at Syracuse help you to understand your business acumen? Do you think it?
Honestly, probably not, bro. I think a lot of the things I've learned about business have come from trial and error. Have come from just getting into different businesses and asking questions and building a network and just learning from people. At that time, I wasn't. I wish I was, right? If I were to do it again, I wish I would go to school for business, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but yeah, a lot of it's just learning from people on the daily, going through deals, knowing what due diligence is, going through, each step of what it takes to form a deal, what it looks like, raising money, the whole nine.
Have you ever had a bad investment?
For sure.
yeah, I think
100%.
all of us NBA players, we done probably had more bad investments in our time in the league than more good investments, because we so locked in on hooping that we can't really do our own due diligence like you were saying. And so now being out in the league, he got more of an opportunity to actually go through that whole process, so that's why he's saying that.
You're not an early.
Yeah.
Kind of like with Gilbert when he was telling us, he was like, yo, Dwight, I retired at 30, 31.
Yeah.
So I had a whole.
Yeah, he got so much time.
Strategize.
And that's the hardest thing, I think, for retired players and people that's not hooping anymore, is we got so much time, and we used to dedicate all that time to basketball and trying to get better at our craft. But then now, I know for me, sometimes I'll be like, dang, I've been hooping since I could walk. What the hell is next? You know what I'm saying?
I know, for real.
What I'm gonna do next with my life? So how does the retired life feel? Being able to just wake up when you want to wake up, go to sleep when you want to go to sleep. That's so underrated, and especially for us, because I know for my whole life I've been having a schedule. My whole life it's either been I'm waking up at 4, 5:55, or 6 o'clock, and now it's I can wake up when I want to.
Yeah, that's an adjustment.
It's really an adjustment mentally too, because I be at home thinking dang, who am I? What am I going to do now? Basketball is done for real. I don't need to be in the gym. Do I want to
go in the weight room and do all this bench pressing and all that. Like, how does that feel?
Do all this bench press.
And for a while, it was tough. Like you said, like I'm no longer on a schedule. Like I can do whatever I want. I learned like my self-discipline needs to improve. Like I can't just be waking up whenever I want, going to sleep whenever I want. I gotta have some routine of life, and I feel like that took me a long time to like really be like, okay, I need to like lock in on something. I think that's why building up this company, this consulting company, was important to me, because I'm like, oh, now I can get up and chase something, and build something. Right? For a while, I was like, what am I gonna do? Like I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was trying different things. I was trying to be a coach. I worked for ESPN as an analyst. Like I was trying to do other things, and I was like, this isn't making me happy. This isn't driving. Like, I don't have drive for this. Like what's gonna make me happy and make me want to get up and work every day? But to your point, bro, it is a crazy adjustment. Like,
What's the name of the consultant?
MCW Enterprises.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
That is fine.
That sounds like some rich shit.
It's true. Welcome to MCW Enterprises.
I'm gonna play this for you.
Carter Williams, after the ball was tipped, romping down the floor and slamming for his first NBA bucket. How good does that feel?
Welcome to the NBA, young fella. This will be the time to jump on the Heat while they're still a half step slow from that plane ride.
Michael Carter Williams, his first NBA three, and the Sixers off to a rip-roaring start. Oh, by the way, the Heat got off to a slow start last night before they beat Chicago. And here, Michael Carter Williams emerges. Turner thinking about a three. Giannis Haslam, the power forward, on him. And Evan takes him off the dribble. And the Sixers have it going on here in their home and season opener against the world champs. Boy, the Sixers defense has been marvelous here. Turner romping down the floor. And his second slam of the first quarter, much to the delight of Josh Harris. But remember, he's 6'6".
He was able to get in there and bang on the boards with Chris Bosh and come away with it.
And he comes away with his second three in as many tries. Michael Carter Williams.
And the more the Sixers can get out into the open floor and attack the basket before the Heat defense is set, the better off they'll be.
Michael Carter Williams ostensibly causing the turnover.
Hey, we was 3-0 off the rip. We thought we was going to the chip.
Wait, the first beginning of the season will have you so hyped if you come out and win a couple games. I remember my first season, we came out, we was killing. Coach said something like, don't let this get to y'all head, everything could change just like that. And I swear to God, he should have said that, because everything changed as soon as he did like that. We went on a losing streak. I think we got fired.
Damn.
Like, I'm telling you, like,
That's why I wanted to, seeing that video, what's your reaction? And two, do you got if you could go back to this Michael Carter Williams, what would you do differently?
I think I would, when I watched the video, to answer your first question, it's like, I don't know, bro. It's like an unreal feeling. It's just like, that was a crazy game I had. Like, that's something I'll never forget. I remember, a lot of those plays. And something I would change, I think back then it was so frowned upon to like be on the table in the training room and then not get treatment, and like people is tracking how long you got treatment for at like it's a bad thing. Mm-hmm. So I think taking care of my body earlier on in my career is something that I wish I did. And I wish I was more patient coming back from injury
instead of rushing.
That's what I would, instead of rushing.
Because look, I'd have had 4 knee surgeries on this knee, 1 on this, and I might have another one next month. You had, 3 surgeries?
I had my ankle twice. I had my hip, and both my shoulders, and back surgery.
And you had the back surgery.
Yep.
That's people don't know it's depressing going through injuries. So that's what you, talk about, the feeling, because when you going through injuries, because it's not even you.
Yeah, it's the worst.
It's your body. Like you said, it's your mentality, and it puts you in depression, and you going through so much stuff, and it causes you to retire at 32 versus, what's those feelings of, taking care of your body and stuff like that, just the feeling of how injury drain you?
Bro, honestly, it was such mental warfare with my injuries, even when I was playing through injuries, like even injuries I didn't even need surgery on. Some of the most painful injuries I had, like I had swelling in between my kneecap and my knee. So like every time I would walk, both of them, like I had fluid in both of them. It was killing. And like that, trying to play through injury, and you know, you lose a step in the league, that margin of error is slim. You can't lose a step in the league, or else you're gonna get killed. So like, a lot of the time playing through injury, but I think when I'm here now, is like, I thought I was gonna be in way worse condition, like being a retired guy. Like I'm like, man, I'm going all in on this. I'm sacrificing my body. I'm coming back off surgeries when things maybe aren't all the way healed. Like my knees when I retire are gonna be cooked. Like my ankle, I'm gonna be limping. Like I used to think all that, like, and think for real. I remember asking people, like some of my teammates, I'm like, yo, like while we walking right now, like, do you feel any pain in your body, or you like 100% healthy?
Yeah, because
like,
between injury free and pain free.
Yeah, but like, do you feel it like right now? Like I can like just be on a walk somewhere, not now, back then, and just be and have pain and be like, oh, everybody must be feeling this way. Like I got to a point where I was asking other people, like, how much pain are you in on a daily basis, right? So I think right now I'm just happy that like my body feels good, like my mind feels good, and like I'm able to do other things.
Yeah, I be telling people that all the time, like playing for so long, I'm just glad I got my mind and my body is intact, because
You will go through.
we go through so much hell. I mean, it's so many positives that come along with being in the NBA. We not like taking anything away from that, but the mental aspect of the NBA is so difficult. No matter what level it is, you can be a superstar of a team. The stress level is still high as hell. And you can be somebody that don't ever get in the game.
Yep.
And then your stress level gonna be crazy, because now you feel embarrassed, you feel unwanted, you got family, friends, everybody watching, and they texting, and why you ain't playing? How this person playing over you?
Can't control.
Yeah, you can't control none of this stuff, really.
That's what I wanted to say, like, because I defend the Lonzo Balls, the Kawhis, the Joel Embiid, right? That's trying to preserve their body. You know, because I done, like you said, it's wear and tear. What advice do you have for those type players that, you know, they trying to change and, you know, load management and stuff like that so that they could play at a high level?
That's tough, bro, because I don't know exactly what they got going on.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's a hard thing to judge. I think in a normal situation, I would say, like, listen, just make sure you're 100% before you come back. Like, don't come back early for nobody. Like, come back at an appropriate time of when you feel right. You know what I mean? And now, do I think some guys? I don't know, because maybe they are really like
Going hard,
like
and doing
going
what they're
hard and
supposed to
can't-
do.
Yeah. Like,
And they
I
can't
don't know,
stay
I don't
healthy.
know.
The Joel situation. Everyone, you saw how
Yeah.
it was. And then he comes back. And now he feels the pressure. He comes back, and now he's out again.
Yeah, see,
He might be at risk of arthritis and all this.
And he can't play no more. I mean,
Might have to retire,
yeah,
so he listens
that's
to
the
the
wear
media.
and tear. But it's two things he thinking about. One is he want to be the greatest. So in that process, like all of us, I mean, we going hard in the gym every day. We not thinking about rest and recovery for real. We thinking about how can we get better. So he's spending his time doing that. Then when he's playing, he's like, shoot, I got to go all out every game. I got to kill. Every player's thinking that. We're not thinking about taking rest and all this stuff. But then if you're thinking longevity, you got to add in all those factors. And sometimes people's bodies cannot
Maintain that, yeah.
the NBA season, the NBA travel, the NBA, because it's a lot. Being a professional, being in the NBA come with a lot. So I think people get it misconstrued and say it's easy because they making all this money. So I think it is tough, and mental health is super important for everyone. But I know you've been boxing. I know you've been going crazy in the gym and you're in shape. And if you don't want to play
A whole season.
in the whole season, I got my own league in Taiwan.
Okay, then.
You
All
wanna
the
come
Asian.
for it?
All the Asian. Exactly. Just come
Hey, that's lit though. That's lit though.
He started the league. And
We just had Kawhi come through.
Kawhi came out there and he did
He did the tour. He did a celebrity game. We had Carl Towns come through. DeMarcus
That's lit.
came.
No, that's lit.
So we doing all these tours, and we can get you brand deals and stuff like that in different parts. We Hong Kong, Macau.
Or you know what we can do? Since he fighting, we could put on the fight. We got a giant that you can fight.
And now he gonna get smushed.
Two Sams back to back. That's crazy.
Sam is 7'7".
Nah, that's OD.
He gonna get the
Sam 7'.
Nah, that's OD.
He's the tallest player, tallest active professional basketball player.
Can he move a little?
He can move.
Oh, he like that then.
He can move. It's just bro.
his
He's
footwork.
so in his foot. He wear like a size. I don't know. It look like a size 30. This thing too big as hell.
His feet are bigger than Cat's feet?
Yes.
That's
you
crazy.
seen Cat V.
Has seen
Yeah,
it.
man. We was like, them Asians was like, damn.
Before we go, we want to do this one segment called the Quickfire round.
Okay.
You got a couple questions.
Let's see.
We're going to start, bench, and cut. Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron.
I'm cutting Kobe.
Ooh, Lord.
I'm starting Jordan. And I'm coming.
Cover all the bench with LeBron. And you cutting Kobe.
You heard that name? He said
nah.
Jordan the GOAT.
No, I said one game. I said one
He the
game.
GOAT for one game.
For one game, I got, okay. Finals prediction for this year. The matchup, the champion, and the MVP.
Ooh, that's a tough question. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna take a risk here. I'm gonna say that. I don't know, something about me wants to say the Clippers are gonna make it out the West. Finally. Something telling me finally they're gonna make it out the West, but
They got a fire squad.
they do have a fire. They got.
I think they should go get Zion.
He in shape. He in crazy shape now.
And out the East, it all depends if JT come back. I think if he come back, I don't know. No, Boston. But I forgot they there's a lot of people on that team that left. Who's a sleeper besides the Knicks in the East? Like, who can really make it out by the East?
Sleeper team. Indiana gotta go down.
Indiana not gonna do it.
I say the Knicks gonna be back
The
probably.
Knicks might be back.
Actually get there.
Yeah, I think the Knicks might be. I think the Knicks take it home this year.
Knicks win a
Who you got? What do you
championship.
think? Shea getting back-to-back MVPs?
No.
No.
I think Luka. The way he,
I think
he just
Luka.
lost all
It's
that
tough.
weight.
It's tough to. I would say Luka too, but it would be interesting to see somebody win MVP with LeBron. On the team. That's not an easy task because he got the ball in his hands too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Luka. I think Luka's gonna win MVP.
Last one, top 5 players.
In the league.
Right now,
Yeah.
obviously Shea the MVP. I got Giannis, Luka, Tatum. Is Embiid healthy?
Yeah, Embiid is
And a healthy Embiid.
Who you
always Joker.
Ooh, I lied.
Yeah,
Sorry, I gotta take
you
somebody
let
out. I
Joker
forgot.
out,
I got
yo,
the.
that's
I'm bugging. I gotta take somebody out.
Who do you take out?
I'll take out JT. I'll put in the Joker. I forgot
Okay.
about. I can't believe I forgot about him.
Top 5 teammates all time. That's the last one.
Top 5
Yeah,
teammates
all
of
5
all
starters.
time.
Yeah.
Are we playing the game? Is he playing the game or is just
Oh, like game wise, top 5. Like the best players I've played with on my team.
Yeah.
Okay,
if you were making your own lineup,
Oh, yeah.
and you gotta go play a game, that's a championship game. You want to win out of
Okay.
all your teammates.
I got Jimmy, Giannis,
too good?
all in their prime.
All in the prime.
Rondo,
That's fire.
All in their prime?
All in their prime.
Dwight?
Dwight.
I need a sharpshooter. Who's on my team? Who got the best jumper I play with?
Hold on.
I got the best that you play with. You
Not in Charlotte.
Nobody in Charlotte, no. Oh, I'm bugging. James Harden.
Oh, yeah.
Harden.
Yeah.
That's a tough squad.
That's where I'm going.
James. Who had the one?
But if we're doing prime, I played with Melo too.
You did play with Melo. You got Rondo,
We got Rondo, James, Jimmy, Giannis, and you.
That's a cold foe. That's a cold foe.
Yeah, that's fine.
It can't be the Charlotte Dwight, though.
Shit, 17 and 13. That's all we need with that team.
Hey. Oh, man, y'all just got finished watching the greatest podcast ever, Above the Rim with Dwight Howard. Thank y'all for joining us today on this crazy episode out here in Old Town. Shout out to Michael Carter Williams for joining us on our episode today.
Thank you. Wait, you never answered the question though. If you were to do it again, would you have left Orlando?
If I was to do it again, would I leave Orlando?
He never answered that question.
No, man.
Okay.
No.
I get it though. I understand it. I mean, look, everything happened for a reason. It was meant to be, but I can understand that.
No, because I probably would have got a statue. Damn.
Facts, bro.
I probably would have got a statue if I never would.
Might get a statue.
D-Rose get a statue.
They still could give you a statue.
They still could, but
It would have been more.
If you would have pulled out a ring, for sure.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If you would have got a ring in Orlando, for sure.
Every time I come here, I just be feeling bad, like, dang, man, they built this arena for me.
But you got so much. Even when I was playing in Orlando, like people love Dwight, bro. People love you, bro.
That was
like-
your home too, right? That was
Everybody I talked to, be like, I used to go to all the games when Dwight was playing.
That's fine.
Man, it was crazy out here in Orlando. I wouldn't leave, man.
That is.
I
crazy.
think
I forgot two dudes. I forgot two dudes from Boston too. Make sure we get this. My man Terrence Mans and Bruce Brown. Both of them.
Boston?
Yeah, Boston.
That's
Yeah. Don't forget that. Don't worry about it.
Y'all gotta follow C team.
Exactly. Was your favorite team Orlando that you played with?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
For multiple reasons though. I mean, I love that Charlotte team. Like I love the Charlotte team. Like K-Walk, Marv. Like it was just the good vibes. Frank, like, it was great vibes. I think I liked Orlando just because it was easy living out here, and the organization was stressful. It was stressless. Sorry, like it wasn't stressful at all. It was actually the exact opposite. Like
Hey, it was like Tommy NBA did that. They gonna mix it in with Dwight clip.
So yeah, it was just love out here. Easy place to live, playing in the league.
Orlando, I love you. and I miss
We
y'all,
gotta finish
man.
with the song.
We gotta finish the song. Orlando Magic, Orlando Magic, Orlando Magic. Oh, shout out to the Old Town and shout out to y'all for catching this episode on the Above the Rim with Dwight Howard. Shout out to Michael Carter Williams to my right and my boy Stand Up Moo Real from Jersey. Thank y'all for joining. Peace and love, and we'll see y'all next time.
Let's go.